The next match, the men doubles semi-final between Rexy and Rexy of Indonesia, and from Malaysia.
Welcome back to the Scotstoun Leisure Centre here in Glasgow. Great expectation for the next semi-final. A repeat of the Atlanta Olympic Games final. The reigning world champions, the reigning Olympic champions, Rexy Subagja and Rexy of Indonesia, against the Malaysians, Cheah and the quarter-final stage of this men's doubles, 4 European pairs and 2 Asians. But now in the semi-final stage, it's all down to the Asians. Incredible strength in depth from the Indonesian team. The #1 seeds, of course, Wijaya and Sigit, they'll be playing later on. Rexy and Rexy as reigning world champions, only able to get the #3 seeding position to set up this semi-final encounter with the #2 seeds, Cheah and Kim Hok. The Indonesian pair, Rexy on the right, Rexy on the left. Rexy incredibly going for his 3rd consecutive World Championship title. In Birmingham in '93, he won the men's doubles with Gunawan, and then of course in Lausanne 2 years ago, took the title with Rexy as partner of today. What haven't they achieved in world terms? All England champions, Olympic champions. Those 2 All England titles actually won in '95 and '96. Didn't play so well this year at the All England, but I suspect partly that was due to the fact that they were heavily in training for this World Championships. The Malaysians, the little left-hander, Kim Hok, the 26-year-old, and Cheah Kit, 29, vastly experienced. And Cheah, he has a bronze medal and a silver medal from World Championship men's doubles events. So he'll be very much hoping to make that a full set of medals for the win here in Scotland. And to achieve that, he obviously has to avenge that defeat in the Olympic Games over Rexy. Of course, this pair won the bronze medal 2 years ago in Lausanne, and in fact they lost to Rexy and Rexy in that semi-final stage. The Malaysian fans there eagerly anticipating this semi-final. Well, not quite as hot as the conditions in either Malaysia or Indonesia. Certainly not the humidity that these players would be used to back home. But certainly warm enough. We've seen from the previous matches the players perspiring heavily. There's the umpire for this semi-final, Ren Chun Hui of China. We've seen these two pairs play each other many times. This, in fact, the 11th meeting between the two pairs. And Ricky and Rexy, an overwhelming advantage, 8-2 in front of their previous 10 matches.
That really is going to be at the forefront of Ricky and Rexy's mind. They want to bring back all the good feelings, the successful years, and I remember watching in the World Grand Prix finals, the group stage, where Cheah and Yap defeated Ricky and Rexy, and that was a fantastic performance. Yap really did play very well indeed, made a lot of interceptions, took a lot of risks, but the men for the big occasion, Ricky and Rexy, they came back at them to take that World Grand Prix finals in the final stage, and I really think that they're the players for the big occasion. They really want to retain their world title, and I really think it's down to the amount that the Malaysians want to win. We've spoken about their problems before. They hugged each other at the end of that gripping quarter-final win yesterday against Holst Christensen and Michael Sogard. So let's hope their personal problems are behind them and that they can motivate each other to perform to the best of their abilities today.
I think that really will be the key factor in the outcome of the semi-final.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Rexy Mainaki and Ricky Subadia from Indonesia. And on my left, Yap King Ho and Cheah Sung Kit from Malaysia. Ricky Subadia will serve to Yap King Ho.
And the emotions prior to the start of this semi-final. Ricky Subadia, Yap Kim Hock. The baseline.
Fast interchange in the mid-court region, 6 inches longer than baseline.
Incredible. And the Malaysian flags.
Service over.
This really is an incredible angle to smash that from the outright winner. Brilliant. More typical of doubles. Very rare against doubles. You never see a winner struck from the back of the court. All about setting it up for your partner to finish it off at the net.
Indonesian flags. The way he just caresses that cross court, made difficult by the fact he played a backhand then on the forehand side. Wonderful play. Rexy again in the rear of the court.
Service over.
Slicing across the shuttle.
One all.
Rexy really finds the angle. No way Cheah can get to that.
server.
passionate about their badminton. A lucky net ball.
Service over.
Yeah. Get hot.
1 all.
Careless lift from Ricky.
Pull 1. Service fault called.
Service fault called.
Pull 1.
Again,
Second server.
Denmark, the service judge debating racket head too high. Oh, that's superb.
Tremendous defence there from Kim Hock. Stood his ground, and one of the advantages
3-1. Second
small
server.
in stature, crouch defence, driven back into the tram line.
Service over. 1-3.
Nice play from Rexy. Took his chances to go forward.
Pull 3.
Great service.
Lovely serve.
3 all.
Expecting that one to just drop short of the line, just catching the inside edge.
Casual stroke there from Rexy.
Indonesians have done all the hard work. They've converted a defensive situation into an attacking
3
one. I
all.
think Rexy
Second server.
just relaxed a little bit too much, drew that one down into the net.
Very confident.
Service
That
over.
one would drop long of the
3
baseline.
all.
Absolutely superb. Ricky and Rexy at their best. Ricky from the back of the court. Rexy at the net to intercept and finish it off.
Tremendous teamwork. Took 3 smashes to get the loose one,
3
and then
all.
Rexy,
Second server.
athletic nature, just leaping vertically up, clipping it straight down. That's a missed opportunity for the Indonesians. You almost put your money on Rexy clipping that one down from there.
4-3.
He
Second
does have this
server.
extraordinary habit, though, of standing in the forecourt position with his racket down by his ankles.
He really does rely on his reaction speed and anticipation to get the racket in the right place.
Service over.
Already in these early stages, the court needing to be wiped of the perspiration. It really has started in a very fast and furious fashion.
Both pairs immediately reaching speeds at the start of this game. That's what you'd expect from players, pairs of this quality. They know how close a lot of their contests are, and they know that it's vital every single point, and that's why they're playing this quality right from the very start.
3-4, second server. 4-all, second server.
Persistent attack from the Indonesians.
5-4, second server.
Mark of the quality of defence from the Malaysians, the fact that it needed 5 or 6 attacking smashes. Well, the pace of this semi-final,
Service over.
absolutely incredible.
Tenacious defence from the Malaysian duo.
4-5.
The speed at which the players are moving are incredible as well. The way that Ricky and Rexy interchange rear court to forecourt play is quite superb. And a shame that it had to end on an error. Very sharp indeed by Rexy. As soon as he hit the first one,
4-5,
looking for
second server.
the next reply. The Malaysians actually played it with force at the body.
Service over.
From Rexy, even though the lucky shots
5-4.
hitting the top of the table, just going over. A sign, I think, perhaps of how hyped up these players are.
And so tremendous rivalry between these pairs and indeed the sets of supporters. Very passionate indeed. The steepness on that smash from Cheah
5-4, second server.
is the element which broke down the Indonesian defence. Up he goes, buries it in the floor.
Unbelievable.
6-4,
I haven't seen
second server.
Rexy play with this sort of determination and urgency, really, since that Atlanta Olympic final.
Apology there.
Service
from
over.
Ricky, despite the error coming from Rexy's racket. It was the loose serve. Just pushed
4-6.
straight back at the hip of Rexy and couldn't steer it back into court. Fusion between the Malaysians. Cheah
4-6, second
extend his
server.
arm out to intercept that one. Cheah took it late and drove it into the net.
Service over. second server.
Incredible defense early on in that rally with Ricky. It's not only the pace of the rally, they're taking very little time in the
Tight
time.
for second server.
It's almost as if they're looking at it. They know they're on a good roll. They know they're playing well. I've got to agree with you, Jill. Rexy is looking very, very sharp indeed. He looks like that, let's say, he's put his marriage behind him, his wedding, the excitement of all of that, and really looks to be very focused on badminton again. It's beautiful to see.
Yes, now 29 years of age. Rexy. Certainly started this semi-final as eager as ever.
It's good to see the way that the Asian supporters react passionately about the badminton. Often in European arenas, the crowd are very, very quiet. No one wants to shout. And this is how badminton should be played, in front of passionate supporters waving their national flags and enjoying the day.
Is phenomenal. The return of serve
4-8,
initially
second
from
server.
Ricky, and then the drop shot. Brilliant anticipation.
Service over.
Ricky moving forward at exactly the right moment.
The way he just breathes that shot. He's already started his movement before Cheah's hit the shuttle.
Rexy, I think, guilty of not putting his feet in position on that. Really had to lean across to try and intercept.
I think one factor there also, you mentioned his racket was quite low there, Jill, and can't really fault it for his natural ability, which enables him to get the racket there. I think on that occasion, if his racket had been up, he would have intercepted that one a bit earlier.
Brilliant badminton.
9-4, second
Way
server.
that Ricky and Rexy interchange. One moves back, the other immediately moves forward.
Again, the steep
Service over.
Cheah slicing across the base of the shuttle. Ricky and Rexy both on the same side of the court at one moment. And Ricky not being able to cover the ground to retrieve that smash. Yeah, intercepting that lift. That's the advantage of being a left-hander.
5-9.
And it brought the retreating Indonesian with a smash on the body. Just missing with that one, Ricky Sabadja.
6-9.
Gentle tap of encouragement from Rexy.
Oh, phenomenal.
7-9.
You mentioned that the little left-hander was small in stature. There's their coach, Morten Frost, who of course was twice a singles finalist in the World Championships. Now in charge of the Malaysian team.
7, 9, second
It
serve.
was Ricky Sabaja. Once he got in that net position, took one shot, and he played it with extreme pace onto the body of Yap. That wasn't coming back.
Service over. 9-7.
Defence from Rexy down the centre of the court. But Morton Frost is happy with that rally from his players. There he is. Was director of Danish badminton. Has now moved to be in charge of the Malaysian team. And incidentally, the gentleman sitting behind him, Erlen Cox, 7 times All England champion. Danish men's singles players.
9-7, second serve. 4.
Terrific return of serve.
Service over. 7-9.
A rally like that, I guess, had to end on a net court.
There didn't really seem any way through the Indonesian defence until Yap plays what can only be described as the most perfect net shot, drop shot. There, the Indonesians clapping the Malaysian shot. And there, the very pleased Malaysian supporters looking on as their team drag their way back into this first game.
Service.
Softer shot.
Service over.
From Ricky.
9-8.
Despondency on the face of Rexy. It wasn't an extremely good smash from Yap Kim Hock. You would expect to get them back every single time. Tried to steer it cross court for the winning drive. Just put too much motion on the shuttle and pushed it wide.
Lovely play from Cheah.
Service over. 8-9.
Had the courage to go forward. And now the scores are level from 4-9 down. The Malaysians have clawed their way back.
Lovely drive Cheah Sung-kit, renowned in
10,
the
9.
world of badminton as perhaps the best player from the mid-court region. He demonstrates it to perfection here. Steps across, drives that shuttle straight back at the head of Rexy Savaggia.
Brilliant. Yeah,
11,
using
9.
his short stature to advantage, crouching down low, stepping into the drive. And what a change in fortunes.
Tremendous pressure play for the Malaysians that time.
12,
It was Cheah
9.
making his way to the net, forcing the Indonesians to play it tight to the tape.
Marvellous. Yeah, Kim Hock, the 26-year-old from Johor. What he lacks in height, he makes up for enthusiasm. Incredible. It's the little man again.
Wonderful retrieving initially from Cheah. Got his racket to it, got it back with
14,
interest.
game point,
The drive,
9.
very difficult. And then in comes Cheah, buries the smash.
So, gain point to the Malaysians.
Trying to culminate a fantastic passage of play by the Malaysians. The outright winning. Superb rally, that was the one, he drove it, knew the response from Rexy was going to be the little block cross court, couldn't execute the kill. Tremendous rally though.
14,
Serve with the Malaysians. And so still gain points.
second server.
And that's it. The Malaysians, the opening game. What a performance. 4-9 down, and then storm through with some fast play to take the opening game, 15-9.
Game won by Yap Min Ho and Cheah Sung-kit, 15-9.
did with Cheah, Kit and Yak Kim Hok in that opening game. The reigning world and Olympic champions from Indonesia, Ricky Sabaja and Rexy Manaki. Well, they certainly have their work cut out now. Ricky, of course, going for his 3rd consecutive gold medal. A lot of hard work to do if he's to achieve that.
Level. Play. Service over.
From Cheah, an extraordinary passage of play, taking Malaysians through to that first game. Faultless badminton. It wasn't that Ricky and Rexy played bad, they weren't allowed to play at all.
So,
The quality of the Malaysian rackets.
young Cheah.
Tremendous composure shown from Cheah Kit in that region. Easy kill to finish it off.
Second server. Service over.
The error on the serve.
Love.
Rexy aware that he's got to make that so close to the top of the table. Just long.
Lovely judgment from Cheah
One,
there. Rexy
two.
jumping up, really powering the smash down the line. He judged that, could have got his racket on it, and elected to leave it. Lovely reverse slice smash.
One,
Rexy Sabaja
two, second server.
rose up into the air and just steered it down the line.
Beautifully constructed rally.
Service over.
Change in the direction of the smash from Rexy from the rear court. Kept it on, just changed it across to Yak's forehand. Made the task easy for
So
his
on
partner,
court number
Ricky
2 then,
Sabaja.
the ladies doubles semi-final between Bourgeois and Zafeli of China taking on Chen Hong and Louis Liu of China. The umpire, Chong Hong-Soo of Korea, and service judge Nils Gutenberg of China.
Waiting for a
One.
in the mid-region. Spot the record batting. Definitely fully designed.
Ricky just taking his time.
So Bourgeois and Zafeli, both 22
But he's still, when he takes his time in between points, doesn't seem to rush that serve.
Very quick action indeed. Almost jabs at the shuttle. Smooth action. So players.
Earlier today, the mixed doubles final got a lovely gold medal for that. So they go in tip-top form. They beat number 13 seed from England and the number 6 seed from Denmark on the world.
Again, stretching the attack. Cheah Kit expecting it to be driven onto the forehand side. Switched it to the backhand. Here can steer Rexy here, just being called out to the umpire, being told not to clench his fist.
Yes, I think the umpire just aware that a raised fist is all very well in celebration, but if it's used as an aggressive gesture towards your opponents, that's not really entering into the spirit of the game.
6-1.
Great start to this second game by the Indonesians. 6-1 lead.
Intercepts it, pushes it straight back to Cheah.
To play the outright winner with a deceptive drop when your opponents are as fast as Cheah and Yap. Just extraordinary.
Trying to steer that serve wide. Judging it to perfection.
Service over.
Attack really playing
second server
for the Indonesians.
Lovely pressure play.
Service over.
At the net region again, forcing the shuttlecock in towards the hip. Cheah Kit.
1. Service fault called.
Service fault called.
8-1.
Peter Gaines of Denmark
Second
again
server.
indicates racket head too high. Well, it is desperately close. Cheah looked up towards the lights.
9-1. Second server.
Tremendous teamwork again. Rexy's first
10-1.
downward shot.
Second server.
Front of the court, didn't get through. So he just drifted back. Experience told him that this one may just go over his head. Drifted back and then pelts the shuttle down onto the Malaysian side of the court.
Service over. 1-10.
Well, this is a huge deficit for the Malaysians to make up. 1-10 down. All good. Malaysians don't like the call.
1-10, second server. Service over.
As soon as he touched the shuttle,
10-1.
went down. Motion of the shuttle off the strings is downwards and went into the net.
Interesting the way that the Malaysians were communicating after that rally. Badminton at its best. A young supporter there getting involved
11-1.
in this terrific semi-final.
Rexy again, the huge leap from the rear of the court, moving inwards, jumping into it, smashing it down. Unfortunate there by Rexy Savaglia.
11-1, second server.
The cross-court backhand overhead was there, but just pulled it wide. Change of pace by Rexy. Speed of thought, and then the deftness of touch.
Well, the way the Indonesians have attacked in the second game has been quite superb. So much power, but as you say, Anthony, also the delicate touch. And that really is what makes the Indonesians such a class act.
Thank you. 12-1, second server.
12-1. Now 13.
13-1, second server.
Points from taking this to a decider. The change of
14,
pace
game
on the
point,
smash.
1 second server.
More acute angle. And with that winning smash, it's game points.
Service over.
A little bit casual
1-14.
from Rexy.
It's vitally important for the Indonesians. They try and wrap this second game up as quickly as they can. Malaysians at the moment are shell-shocked. They produced fantastic badminton at the end of the first. And if the Indonesians can wrap this second game up,
Second
well, they
server.
can really enter the third with a lot of confidence. much more. It has to be an outright winner if you're going to take on that cross-court smash. It really does leave the drive up the line right open for your opponent.
Lovely smash.
Service over.
Again, it's just the angle and the placement.
42.
Serve back to Ricky. Second game point. That's it. Ricky Sobaja and Rexy Manaki have evened the semi-final out at one
Second
game
game.
of
Won
pace.
by Rexy
Delight
and
from the
Ricky
crowd.
Subadia, 15-12.
Incredible performance.
One game off.
Just the sheer brilliance of
A
the
5 minutes
Malaysians
interval has been
during the
played
second
on
quarter of the
court
first
1.
game that's really keeping them with the rejuvenated Indonesian pairing of Ricky and Rexy. They really are producing some quality banter. Ricky strides off, bending the courts, looking for his coach, looking for a quiet space to try and get his thoughts together for the decisive game. Taking on board lots of fluid, really are sweating a lot, and it won't be long before his partner, Rexy Manaki, comes through to join him.
Ladies doubles team.
So the semi-final of this men's doubles evened out one game apiece. The second game, a magnificent performance by the reigning champions, 15-2. This men's doubles semi-final living up to all expectations. We thought it was a thriller when they met each other in the Olympic final in Atlanta last year. My goodness, I think this might be even better. Ricky Sobaja and Rexy Manaki had a good lead in the opening game. They were 9-4 up before the Malaysians stormed through 15-9. But what a comeback in the second game, 15-2 to the reigning world champions. There they are, Ricky Sobaja going for his third consecutive gold medal.
1 minute
26-year-old
on court 1. 1 minute remaining.
He looks very calm
Yeah.
and collected.
Yeah. Behind the.
So I wonder what Morten Frost, twice World Championship silver medalist. I wonder what he was saying to his Malaysian players in the 5-minute interval. I'm sure one of his instructions was to keep communicating, keep talking.
Level. Play.
Final game.
Service over.
Just in the
Love.
background,
Oh.
Morton Frost there. He's sitting just in front of our commentary position, looking very anxious indeed. Will he have given them
One.
tactical
Love.
instructions, or would it really have been a motivational talk in that 5-minute interval?
I think initially the main thing would be a motivational aspect of the 5-minute interval. Morton Frost, of course, a fine exponent of the men's singles, but didn't actually play a lot of doubles in his time. But one or two observation points he will have made from sitting behind the court, things that players may not have been aware of as to length of shots or what Ricky and Rexy are doing prior to them hitting the shuttle. So I think that will be their main objective of that 5-minute break.
Well, initially,
Love.
wonderful retrieving from Rexy.
So the Olympic gold medalists through on court number 2, and they'll meet the winners of the last match on the main court.
He took the risk, went for the kill, and it paid off. Anticipation, the key skill there for Yap. Starts his movement prior to Ricky even making contact with the shuttle. Buries it into the Indonesian side of the court.
Wonderful start to this decider. All about, look, yes, they're talking to each other, encouraging. Makes such a difference to their performance. Incredible.
The drive defence from Yap. The sense that Ricky was making his way across the back of the court, drove it up around the mid-corner, got the lift. That was the one. Gets the lift for Cheah. He makes no mistake, banging it down lost the court.
Superb.
All in the flexibility of the back of Rexy there. That would have been past most front players at the court. This drive just bends the back and still manages to impart tremendous pace on the shuttle to drive it into the trap line.
Long of the baseline.
Service over.
Cheah did well to read
Love.
the placement, did well to intercept.
5.
Frustrated with himself, he knows what a great run of points they had in the first game. 11 unanswered points. Element of luck there. Yap's cross-court smash.
5.
Catching the top of the table, taking a lot of the pace out of that shot.
Terrific play.
Moving forwards again, the Malaysian duo.
Service
One
over.
player plays steps Cheah.
Quite brilliant. Oh, we were wondering what on earth they must have been told in the 5-minute interval. I'm quite certain that the Malaysians were instructed to really put in a huge effort to get to the shuttle early and try and keep on the attack.
I think especially looking for the cross-court block as the wiper almost takes a tumble over the advertising pausing. But the Malaysians, they're trying to keep all their players motivated, screaming at the top of their voice. And it really is essential for Cheah and Yap to maintain this intensity and quality of badminton throughout the duration of this deciding game. We saw what happened when they lifted the foot off the accelerator in the second game. It'll all be Indonesia. Majestical play from the little man. Court coverage quite supreme. He covered the entire width of the court. One backhand on one side, covers the 22 feet in an instant, and just steers it over the net. Tremendous shot.
Absolutely incredible.
7 love.
Pair possessed. The little man seeing every shuttle so early. Confusion in the Malaysian camp.
Shows the quality of the shot there. And of course, confusion between such an experienced pair. And I think Cheah there just indicating to little partner Yap that it's him who's going to move forward into that space and take up the front position. But again, great to see the communication.
It's long on the baseline, well long.
1-7.
Finally, the Indonesians are off the mark in this deciding game. Unbelievable defence.
Wonderful shot from Rexy in defence again. Caught on the forehand side with the backhand grip. This is what makes this shot amazing. Plays across the line of it, drives it. Cheah did well to get it back, but the perfectly accurate smash from Rexy on the body of Yap to win the point.
This time, the shot.
decision, I think, between the two Indonesians. Rexy didn't really commit himself 100% to that drive, perhaps misjudging the flight of the shuttle.
Switched round. Now the Indonesians maintaining the attack. 6 quick points now from the Indonesians. 7 down. Now just 1 point in it.
This is where the communication between the Malaysians is crucial. It's all very well being all emotionally sound with your partner while things are going well. This is where they've got to help each other through this difficult position.
Lovely.
7 all. 7-7.
7 all. So many of the Malaysians' attack has been directed down the centre of the court, but that one directed out wide.
Calming influence of Cheah. Three-quarter pace smash, went for placement down the line. Got the serve back.
He's missed it.
Cheah playing himself out of jail. The loose block. You to put your money on the Indonesians, but Cheah 2 defensive shots and allows that one wide.
Always a psychological advantage to change ends ahead in the deciding game. But my goodness, how different it could have been. 7 love their advantage at one stage. And now the players, as they take their time, changing ends for the final time. Just 1 point in it.
Thank you. 8-7, first server.
Frost looking a lot more concerned than he did at the start of this deciding game.
9-7.
That perhaps will ease his nerves, urging his players on.
7-7.
And really highlighting the importance of turning around the H with the serve. Flick serve, one drive in the net, and you've already got your score moving towards your total.
Yes! Service over. 7-9.
Shadows the shots. attack.
Tremendous athleticism from Rexy, a very flexible spine indeed, allowing him to play those on the forehand as well.
Great shot.
Service over.
Scratch to the head from Morden Frost. And a beautiful stroke from Cheah to return the serve to the Malaysians.
Lovely interception.
9-8, second server.
A smash from Ricky, setting up his partner to intercept. 9-8. Desperation backhand.
10-8, second
Ricky
server.
really caught having to take that late. And any half chance like that, and Yap will finish it off.
Smash from Yap Kim Hop was absolutely impeccable. Slicing across it, directing it into the body. Didn't know whether to take it forehand or backhand.
The delight of the Malaysian supporters.
12-8, second server.
Total commitment to maintain the attacking play. 12-8 up.
Driven response from
Service
Rexy. Yeah, looking behind, I think feeling the shuttlecock may have gone long at the line if he'd managed to get out the way.
Well,
9-12.
I wonder if the Malaysians will be aware that they were this far ahead in the Olympic final. Oh, it's all coming back to haunt them now.
10-12.
Incredible.
Snatching at the shuttle there, Yap. Deja vu for the Malaysians. The Indonesians solid quality play when it matters. That was the push from Rexy. And now goes Ricky to put the pressure on, and Yap couldn't put it out.
11-12 deciding game. What a return serve.
11-12, second server.
So often you hear Cheah being vocal, and I think relief and aggression tied into that neck kill.
Service over. 12-11.
determination from Cheah Kit.
Service fault.
Seemed to snatch at that flick serve from the
12, 11.
Service fault was called
second
anyway.
serve.
Brilliant. Channel attack.
Always a
Service
sign
over.
of nerves when you flick
11,
that low serve
12.
in the pressure situation. Cheah, no stranger to nerves, flicking it to Ricky.
Four,
Fantastic badminton.
11, 12. Second server.
Martin Frost's reaction at the end of that.
Oh, even Ricky feeling the pressure. His loose serve
Service
should
over.
have been punished. And then another touch shot straight into the net.
The Malaysians so pumped up now. Yeah, Kim Hot, at the end of that rally, dropped his racket. Fists clenched, urging himself on. Well, probably one of the hardest men in this arena. Yes, my word.
Tremendous play from the little man here. Stranded court, middle court reactions there. Ricky can only steer it cross court. There was Yap in the emotional face of Morden Frost. Knows how important that point was.
13, 11.
Short.
13, 11. Second server.
Oh, my word. Even the trick shot between the legs from Ricky Saraja. Well, match point
14,
to the
match
Malaysians.
point, 11, second server. Four,
Well, over-ambitious perhaps.
Saw that in the first game on game point.
Service
Cheah
over.
Kit determined to get to the net, get on top of
11,
the shuttle.
14.
Right there on match point. It really is imperative now the Malaysians stay calm.
12, 14.
deflected the shuttle. Very
12,
difficult
14, second
for
server.
Rexy to react to that. A slip.
Service over.
Ricky, he was backpedaling.
14,
Match point once more for the Malaysians.
14, 12. Game.
And that's it. They've waited a long time for the revenge of the Olympic final. Finally, the Malaysians have conquered the Olympic and world champions.
Release of emotion from Cheah. Gracious sportsmanship from the Indonesians. You wouldn't expect anything less from them.
Match won by Yang King Hong and Cheah Sung-kit.
They defeated
9, 4,
former world
15,
champions. Now,
15
some last will have to take it available tomorrow, but fantastic performance by the Malaysians. The second game, they let slip. Concentration, but I thought they played the better badminton today.
Yes, they were certainly the more positive in the deciding game. The tension and excitement lived up to all expectations. As so often, it was Cheah's directed smash, not necessarily the power gets in position. And look at the reaction, that's what it means. Cheah Sung-kit through to his second World Championship final. Morton Frost delighted with his players' performance. Terrific emotion. Cheah Sung-kit, well, despite all the problems, they managed to overcome that. Probably some of the best badminton they've ever played. Through to the final. Yak Kim Hok and Cheah Sung-kit, 15-9 to 15, 15-12.